Well, Dez Bryant had been wowing everyone at Cowboys camp so far, catching everything that's been thrown his way. Today, bad news for the rookie and for Cowboys fans. The Rockhounds with Game 2 of their 4-game home series with the Corpus Christi Hooks. The Hounds with a 2-game lead in the Texas League South standings, looking to continue to build on that lead tonight. Well, don't change that channel because there's still more coming your way. On this edition of the 5th quarter, we continue our 2A coverage down in Alpine, where the Fighting Bucks were looking to fight off Wall in a district battle.
We found this in your office, by the way, we should mention.
Yeah, thank you.
It was on the floor, wadded up.
I've been wiping my tears with it, actually. Right now, the home run derby, and how would you like to have the Rocket Roger Clemens throwing the derby to you? Well, that is exactly what is going on. One guy that might have a little bit of advantage, his son Kobe. The Andrews Mustangs at home taking on Pecos. Andrews 3-2 overall on the season. Pecos coming into tonight at 2-2. Well, as we've been talking about all night long, a big night inside of Grande Stadium. Not very many high school kids get a chance to play football on ESPN. But tonight, Midland Lee will take on Abilene High on ESPN2. Well, usually this is the symbol of San Antonio, the Alamo. But this week, it's all about the star. Oh, watch the face! What? We begin tonight in Andrews, where the Mustangs look for their 2nd win in a row as they face non-district rival Pecos inside of the Mustang Bowl. Homecoming, Andrews 3-2 overall on the season. Pecos 2-2. First quarter, Andrews would send Pecos 3-and-out and get their offense to work. Kyler Gilbreath will take off, and Gilbreath will get more than enough for the first down. Their drive would stall. They would try a 53-yard field goal. Do you think he'd make it, Brian?
I think so.
Yes!
Oh
wow, 53 yards. Jake Higgs launches this one over the crossbar. Coach likes it. Andrews on top 3-0. Defensive battle through the rest of the first, but in the second quarter, Andrews will move the ball again courtesy of Gilbreath's legs. The QB very mobile, finds some room on the sideline. Mustangs are in Pecos territory. Later in the drive, Andrews with 4th and goal. Ozzie Bueno takes the handoff. He is in for 6. Andrews up 10-0 at that point. Mustangs roll to a 33-6 final. In Coahoma, the Bulldogs only putting 2 points on the board in the district. Opening loss to Stanton, looking to rebound against Hawley. Coahoma winning and receiving. QB Terreno Ruiz hands off to Dakota Griffith for a TD run. Ruiz again. This time he will go to pass. He's going to complete this one to Hunter Williams for a 25-yard gain. Nice catch. Then Hawley QB Logan Thompson hands off to Travis Ferguson. In for the short TD. Hawley 24, Coahoma 46. We move now to the 1A field. The Iran Braves have been near perfect this season at 4-1 heading into tonight. The Braves rolled last week, shutting out El Dorado 42-0. Iran hoping to follow the shutout with another big performance on neutral ground against a non-district opponent. Iran facing Bovina in Seminole. Iran Braves ready to play after 1 TD for the red and black of Iran. Bovina turning over the ball. Iran's Drew Fellows on 4th down and 5, goes for it, makes it. Braves first down. Next play, Iran's Carlos Rodriguez scores a TD to make it 14-0. Iran Braves at the high. Iran rolls 33-7 over Boniva.
Well, there's still more to come on this edition of the 5th quarter as we hit the 6-man field, where defending state champs Garden City were facing ropes.
Would they be on the ropes, I guess?
We'll find out.
Following the championship season, Roughnecks kicker Zika Ravlo returned home to California and to his off-season job as a substation electrician working around high voltage when the unexpected happened.
I guess it was during my lunch break and I got too close to something, and the electricity, when it's at that high voltage, you don't actually need to touch it. It just kind of arcs and jumps towards you. And I became the path, and it was between 12,000 and 20,000 volts that went through my body.
He suffered third-degree burns on 35 to 40% of his body and was put into a medically induced coma for 6 weeks, undergoing a series of surgeries. For 3 months, Zeke laid in a hospital bed, having to relearn to walk and even talk. But his passion for football was something that never left him.
When I woke up, or when they woke me up from my coma, you know, I had no idea what happened. And my first question was, I wrote it down, or I had somebody kind of help me write it. if I was going to be able to walk again. And they said yes, and then I asked if I was going to be able to play football and soccer. And the doctor was like, you sure this is what you want to ask right now? And once he told me I could, then that was a big motivation for me.
Zeke would take that motivation into rehab, not only doing the exercises that were assigned to him, but spending extra time in the gym rebuilding his muscles. There was also someone back here in Odessa that kept him believing he would play football again, Coach Chris Williams.
I was going to be going to camp with the San Jose Sabercats right before my accident. And then I just was talking to him, and he was real encouraging. You know, he's like, if you can get back on, I mean, you always have a home here in Odessa.
So Zeke returned to Odessa as the Roughnecks kicker for the 2009 season. And not only has he been putting the ball through the uprights, he's inspired those around him.
I think about that every time I see him. I mean, I think, you know, obviously it's the Zeke that we knew in the past that's here now. But, you know, for me, I mean, when I look at him every now and then, I'll think back to, you know, man, he is really blessed to even be here. So, you know, there'll be moments, you know, during days when I look at him and just say he's a really fortunate and blessed guy.
Now every time Zeke steps foot on that turf, it's about more than just a game.
Every game, I treat it like it could be the last time I'm ever going to play this game. And even at this level, you know, a lot of people would like to be playing at this level. Because when I was sitting at home, man, I would have done anything to be back here. And now that I'm actually here, it's a great feeling.
Krista Lander, CBS 7 Sports. Time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Okay, maybe not a galaxy and not that far away. It's at Reagan Elementary and it's called Star Wars. It's an intense hula hoop competition that's held every year. The idea is to use your hula hoop as a lightsaber of sorts and knock out your competition by using just your hula hoop. 160 kids in grades 3 through 6 competed for the top prize, the girls' champion and the boys' champion. After 158 competitors went down one by one, it was 6th grader Heath Gladson being crowned the boys' champion and 5th grader Samantha Smith bringing home the girls' title. Then it was my turn to try to take away their hula hoop crowns.
Pictures up this and go again. It's okay.
Okay, sorry, they make me nervous.
Get closer.
I gave it my best, but seriously, I had no chance. Congratulations to Heath and Samantha on their Star Wars titles and for winning this week's Krista's Sports Challenge.